All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are rolling into another episode of the Candace Owens Show, and I would have removed that. So I think it's incredibly hard to be a kid these days.
Yeah.
It's hard. Honestly, I've given a lot of thought to it, and I don't know either. I genuinely.
Tell me
did you
more.
ever think this? Did you ever think this eye patch would work out for you so cool? Like it's so cool. It's a thing now. It's like it's like
it's just like they removed my ability. So here's how this happened. And so just my entire front side of my body was actually much worse from the head down than even my face. My face looked, I have one picture of it. I mean, it looks like I got hit with about 3 different shotguns to my face. Okay, there's a chance. that was literally the attitude. It's just kind of like telling your brain something different, like because your brain is trying to see.
Married at this time?
No,
okay.
Fiance.
Okay.
But yeah, so just,
I love that.
Yeah, I was like, okay, great, okay,
Yeah.
we'll just post that right now. Like, a picture of you, and like, look at this loser. It's just like, wow, that's really dark. In that moment,
She did.
because she has to assume that my friends are bad people in order to make a good argument for universal background checks.
That's exactly right.
So
I mean,
it's kind of interesting.
she's a true socialist, but I don't think she's a bad. I know this. He's too old not to know what socialism breeds.
Right. So you've moved those identity groups into race, into gender, into all that, and socioeconomic, and that's what they're doing. But in the end, it's just pitting groups against. That's basically.
Oh,
and
I love that.
And that's basically what's happening.
Right.
Here. And structure where your rights are protected, where your freedoms are protected, but you have to thrive within that system. I mean, that's what America was built on. You try to expand it too much beyond. Well, it always does eventually, because a moderate liberal is always promising things. I want to make you happier. I really want, and they're genuine, right? Like they're well-intentioned. I want to make your life better, and I'm just going to do whatever stuff it takes. They have more money than you. I'll just did.
Yeah.
Like this is the natural progression. Like we always talk about personal responsibility as conservatives, and we should, but we don't always delve into why that matters. And here's why. I mean, personal responsibility really matters, and you're either empowered or you're disempowered. And to be disempowered is to be, I think, depressed. To not have any control over your destiny, and I just wouldn't wish that state of mind on anybody.
Angry.
Of course.
It relies upon a perpetual state of anger and misery, to constantly be pointing the finger and looking. My family didn't have any money because I'm a Black American, because I took $100,000 out in student loans, which is how I started my life. So and not talking about, which is something I want to get to, the Green New Deal.
Oh yeah.
What work are you doing with that? Let's talk about the Green New Deal, because first and foremost,
that would have been some good advice on the Green New Deal. I think.
Hours and hours. I remember reading that tweet. We worked hours and hours on this. So many people
Should have worked a little longer.
As you said, we can mock it all we want.
Yeah.
But
well, it's investing in carbon capture technology.
that's the way that it happens. I mean, he's thinking forward. He's thinking of ways that we can change the game. And if you made it a challenge and you got a bunch of kids that are into that stuff, kind of trying to figure out.
That's just not true. So let's talk about those things. Let's talk about how to have cleaner water. Let's talk about how to have cleaner oceans. Let's talk about the overfishing problems that we have globally. It's not really the United States doing that, but Asian countries are. Like, let's focus on some tangible things that we all agree on.
That we can.
Probably detrimental to your health, and it's not realistic. And so, I think somebody in my position, they'll generally look to pursue leadership in the House, move on to a Senate run. Maybe some people would run for governor. I don't know. It's any number of things, but it really depends on where the winds are at that moment and where voters are.
No one's watching.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are watching. Are we on a
It's a fun.
Wait, look, let's give. I'm going to give you a comment. You do it in this.
I guess I'm not exaggerating. So you're going to look into that camera and you're going to leave a 2-minute message. Get set, world, I give you